March 21st here in Southern Ontario, Canada. So, as this digital banking thing is transpiring, I see in the comments a bit of interest in precious metals. Now, I know very little about that subject matter, although I did a couple of years ago buy some silver. And I made some videos at the time about that. You can go back if you're subscribed and see what I posted there. And they recommend, or I recommend in those videos at the time, some other channels that I found informative, specializing on this topic. Again, I'm far and away from an expert on the subject matter. But at the time, my sister was buying some silver as well. She deals at the TD, as I do. When I went into the TD and said I want to buy some silver, the bank manager looked me in the eye and said, "We don't do that. What makes you think I do that?" I pulled out my phone and brought up the TD Precious Metals site. Said, "Yeah, you do." She said, "I don't have any time to deal with that. We don't do that." So I had to sneak in when she wasn't there one day, got another young fellow to help me. He collects silver coins, specialty coins. So he was sympathetic to me. She was not happy. My sister lives in Brantford, Ontario, deals at the TD. Her manager told her the same thing. We don't do that. The government can't stop you from buying precious metals just yet. But they're telling the banks to discourage it. On the same note, my buddy at that same time, or maybe a little more recently, about a year ago, he went into the Royal Bank and said, because they have a site similar to the TD's precious metals. I don't know what the Royal Bank's called in particular. Anyways, he deals at the Royal. He went in, he said to the teller, he said, "I want to buy a just 1 ounce gold coin round from the Canadian Mint." She said, "I really? We do that?" He said, "Yeah, you do. Here's your Royal Bank app." Wow. So he then got shuffled off to the manager at the Royal Bank branch. The manager said, "We do that?" He said, "Oh, here it is." So the bank manager calls it up and he goes, "I had no idea how we even did this. Really?" My buddy said, "Yeah, so here's your, I think it was 2,250 Canadian at the time, something like that, for the 1 ounce Canadian Mint round via the Royal Bank." So when his coin came in, the entire bank came to look at it. The manager, all the tellers, everything. They were like, "Oh, you can buy this stuff?" "Yeah, you can." So anyways, I just thought I'd throw that out there. If you walk into your bank and they say, "We don't do that." Now, I don't know about the Scotia Bank and the Bank of Montreal here in Canada. One of them I know sometime over the last year ceased any precious metals program, but I'm not sure which one it is. And I'll just summate this video by saying, if you're an absolute neophyte into precious metals, gold and silver, I think they do platinum and stuff too. I'm not sure, because I don't have that kind of money. In fact, I don't have any money at all for silver anymore. But that was back before or early on when Trudeau declared there was a panda and I still had a job to speak of. But anyways, the TD Precious Metals site is a good place for a neophyte to go. You'll see the Canadian price listed. I'm not saying it's the best place to buy it, and it does, of course, any bank you buy it from, it's going to leave a paper trail. And there are ways around the paper trail. But, well, that's a subject matter I delve into a little bit in those past videos. But again, I'm not your go-to guy for precious metals, but I just wanted to clarify that your banks will look you in the eye and lie to you or be ignorant that they even do it. This was prompted by a comment on my going to the bank for this digital currency stuff. Somebody said, talk to your bank manager. Well, it's evident they're not necessarily to be trusted.